Tell me about your relationship with Faaji. How long you've owned him? Have you had him all his life?
I owned Faaji since he was 7. Oops. And he's now 24. And I would never part with him, ever, ever, ever. He's just the love of my life. And we've been through a lot together. When I got him, he was a former team penning horse.
What is that? Tell me.
Team penning is a cow sport, and he still loves cows. So he had done team penning where you sort out cows and get them in a pen. And then he was an endurance horse. When I got him, he was doing endurance, which is long distance racing, riding.
And how long are those endurance?
They vary
horses?
from 25 to 100 miles. And he was doing 25-mile rides, and his owner just could not stay on him. He kept bucking her off and being very recalcitrant about it all, because that's his nature. He's stubborn. So I got a great deal on Faaji. He was about to be sold to the Saudi Arabians because he's got a lot of flashy chrome on him. But I got him instead, which was great. And that's okay, Faaji. And we did, I started my endurance career with him, and we just gradually worked up. Yeah, he threw me off a lot of times. But he gradually worked up, and he turned out to be a really good endurance horse. Then at age 14, I decided to retire him from that, and we started our new career of dressage.
Okay.
And
so he's obviously very versatile if he's gone from the penning to the endurance to dressage. And what kind of horse is this?
He's an Arabian, and that's the great thing about Arabian horses. They can do it all.
Okay.
And they'll also be your best friend at the same time.
He loves his mommy.
So he's looking at the grass. He wants to get out. So our dressage career had a little bit of a rocky start because he had some injuries, and then he colicked when I was taking him to a clinic, and he'd never colicked before, and he had to have surgery, and that was when he was 22, so it was pretty difficult. And he did recover, but then he foundered on one of his hind legs.
And exactly what is foundering?
That's when they don't know exactly what causes it, but it can cause the coffin bone to come through the sole of the hoof. And it's a sort of a, it was on his left hind. And it's very dangerous because if it goes on all 4 feet, you know, you have to euthanize the horse. But Faaji pulled through. He pulled through from that. And that's when I met Cindy Franchek, who's the trainer here now at Park Lane. And she was actually training us down in Houston. She was training my other young Arabian horse because I thought Faaji was going to be retired. And so we started with Faaji as well for his rehab. And lo and behold, Faaji just loved it, and he was refusing to be retired. And he has gone on. He's done his first dressage show last year, and he did very well. He got 5th place.
Do you ride him or is Cindy riding him?
I ride him.
Okay.
She's training my other horse. And so he has just gone from strength to strength, and he actually looks so good now that most people think he's up here, think he's like 6 or 8 years old.
And he's 24 years old.
He's 24 years old. So
you're an old man.
We're doing another show next weekend. So.
And this horse is special to you just as like family special because you've been ill.
Right. I had cancer, and he's special to me. My son Ben, who also had cancer, has ridden him. And we lost Ben to cancer, but I love to think that Ben rode Faaji, and I've got great pictures of Ben riding Faaji. And we've done some sarcoma rides, fundraising rides, that Faaji's been the lead horse, taking the lead on.
And so Faaji is a bond between your whole family.
Yes.
And all y'all have great success stories, don't you?
Yeah. So, and he kept me going through my cancer and Ben's cancer. He was always there for me. I rode him even when I was having chemotherapy, and he just carried me down the trail.
Oh, I just think when you look in their eyes and you see their sweet spirits, that they can do that.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. So that's quite a story.
That's Faaji's
beautiful story. Faaji, you've got a beautiful story. Okay, let's see Faaji and Margaret ride.
Later. But he can do a trick too. You give me a kiss?
Oh.
Kiss me. Kiss me. Come on. Kiss me. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, Faaji. You're so good. Yes,
she says, where's my carrot now? Where's my carrot?
So good. Yes.
So, any rate, yes, I will be riding him later on.
Okay, good. No, and where's your show?
It's down in Houston.
Do you ever have any up here?
Maybe later in the season. Yeah. So,
we have good stuff, Rixie? Good deal. All right. Let me get out of your way and just get Margaret and Faaji. Okay. Do you have any of those pictures that we can put with your story of you and a Ben? Or good. I can give you some pictures. Yeah. I just love to look at their faces. They are just so magnificent. Have you always ridden? Are you one of those women who I was 12? And
I started riding when I was a kid, but my dad was in the Foreign Service, so we could never have a horse. So he was my first horse, yeah. That's the other thing that Ben taught me. It's never too late to have a happy childhood.
Isn't that the truth?
Faaji's my happy childhood.
You're one of those little girls that I envy the little girls here who have a horse. I'm like, I want a horse. But see, you have a horse. I'm going to have a horse someday.
You will.
Someday I'm having a horse. What a sweet Faaji.
Yeah, he wants his break. Down in Houston, I'm at a barn that has 88 acres out in the country, so this is a real change for him. He's just coming up here to get some little bit of extra training.
Well, he'll come back with you. Will Apollo stay here?
Apollo will stay here.
Okay.
Faaji's going to stay here another week until the show. Apollo's going to stay up here. I don't have time to ride 2 horses.
No.
And Cindy's doing a really great job with Apollo. He can do more stuff than I can do.
Well, I gotta tell you, that woman, she never ceases to amaze me. She's constantly, I said,